So let me tell you more about this game. This is The Darkest Files by Paintbucket Games. The Darkest Files is a historical investigation and courtroom game based on true crimes during the Second World War. Investigate cold cases, search for clues, interrogate witnesses, immerse yourself in the crimes and defend your case in court to bring the perpetrators to justice. And like, you have no idea how much I love a game that deals with history. And being a German studio and then dealing with the history of your country through a game, it's beautiful, and it really reminds me of the Mexican game. When I saw the trailer for this game, it really reminded me of Mexico 1921, and just in a way that it has like very similar vibes, because it's a historical game that gets you investigating these crimes that happened during a certain period of time and just gathering clues and everything. I really feel like it's a very nice way and a very interactive way to learn about like politics and history, and it's very cool. And this game reminded me of Mexico 1921. I'm here for it. I'm here for this genre. I'm here for narrative mystery, but also historically accurate dramas. I love this. So now let me tell you a little bit about Paintbucket Games. They say, we at Paintbucket Games are decidedly humanitarian, and the values we represent are reflected in the games we make. Our games serve as statements against racism, anti-Semitism, and every other form of hate and discrimination. Very, very strong statements right there. With well-researched historical and political themes, our games allow our players to respectfully engage with the past. We are part of the Saftladen in Berlin, a collective of indie game studios who share infrastructure and knowledge to achieve more successful productions without crunch. I love this. Let me follow them on Twitter right now, because that's a very strong... That is a very strong statement right there. And I love them for it. I'm here for it. Olaf dice, hola, estoy bien. Me da mucho gusto. Me da mucho gusto verte. It's very good to see you. And welcome, welcome. We're playing demos tonight because... Sí, este juego seguramente está pesado. El tema no debe de ser fácil, pero me gusta cuando no les da miedo a los developers meterse en esos temas. I really like this. So I am a juror for Indie Cup Europe 24, and we are playing all the games that are nominated in the Creator's Choice category, which is the category that I am judging. So really, it's been amazing so far. This is our 5th game, so yeah, let's get into it. Story mode or investigator mode? Story mode. This mode is for players who want to experience the story of the game without great challenges. Investigator mode is for players who want to solve puzzles and prefer a more challenging experience. Well, I want to play both. I want to do both! No, but let's do the easy one. It's late. It is a little bit late, and I don't want to get too overwhelmed, but this sounds really cool. The events in our game are based on true crimes committed during the Nazi era and were investigated in the young Federal Republic of Germany. Ay, empanada, what the heck? You're being very naughty. Do you want to say hello to everyone? You want to say hi? Yes? You want to say hello again? Okay. Please stop scratching me. Thank you. Okay, she said hello, and then she said goodbye. Lo que me da miedo es mi mamá con la chancla. Oh my goodness. Relatable. Sí, super sí. The events in our game are based on true crimes committed during the Nazi era and were investigated in the young Federal Republic of Germany. With the exception of Fritz Bauer, the names of all those involved have been changed. Any similarities with existing persons of the same name are purely coincidental. Right. This is awesome. This
Frankfurt,
is awesome.
West Germany, 1956.
How's the audio?
11 years after the end of World War II, many crimes of the Nazi era still go unpunished. The perpetrators of these crimes are walking free.
Good, thank you.
Many judges, prosecutors, and police officers have already served under the Nazis. Now they have no interest in prosecuting their former comrades for actions similar to their own. For the victims of these crimes, this is unbearable. To end this, Attorney General Fritz Bauer establishes a special unit of young prosecutors with no ties to the old regime. I am Esther Katz. I am one of these prosecutors.
This is so cool.
We are investigating Nazi crimes and bringing perpetrators to justice. Not to avenge, not to heal, but to show that there are laws that apply to all. It doesn't make us popular. Most want to forget. Some want us to shut up. But they cannot stop us. Nothing belongs to the past. Everything is still present and can become the future again. Previously, on The Darkest Files.
Previously.
Miss Katz, welcome to the front line. I believe I have the perfect case for you.
I'll be with Chad in a second.
Hans Naumann, an older gentleman, shot just before the end of the war. According to the victim's wife, her husband was taken by a uniformed man for no reason. I suggest you invite the widow to give a statement.
Mrs. Naumann just arrived. I showed her to the conference room.
I know it's not easy, but please take me through the day your husband was taken.
It was in April 45, only days before the Americans came. Hans was upstairs when the doorbell rang. There were two men.
This is so cool.
Hans came down and asked them what they wanted. Then everything happened so fast. The small one said they'd let him go if our son would turn himself in. Then they just herded him out, like an animal.
Who's the son?
This was the last time I saw him alive. Hans was innocent. They killed him, and that's murder. No matter what they call it. Please, Miss Katz, will you find the man?
Paula, I need you to invite a potential witness.
Of course. Who should I reach out to?
Cat. She has a cat.
Please invite Mr. Kiebitz.
Mr. Gibbets. Act 1, The Insurgents. Oof. The first suspect. Olaf says she can throw the thing and then I'm gone. And the next day in the news. Honestly, the aim that Mexican moms have with la chancla is just on another level. Tutorials. Oh. Basic controls. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a one-handed mode. That's cool. Interactions. Use E or click. Objects available are highlighted when you look at them. Objects which require an interaction are highlighted in white. Dialogue choices. Inside certain dialogues, you can choose between different answers. Okay. Tutorials. Pressing H takes you to the tutorial menu where all unlocked tutorials can be viewed again. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm really hungry. Okay. Can we adjust the sensitivity? I just feel like it's a lot. Well, now it's now it's non-existent. Wait. Maybe that's a lot. 0.6 still a lot. Maybe 0.3. Yeah, that's very good. Yes, or hope I'm saying it right. The spoon. Oh, I've never been chased with a
It's
spoon.
more like somebody's home than a prosecutor's office.
But yes, with a chancla. What? I'm sorry. What? I totally missed this. Oh my god. Oh, what is this? Magazines. Archive.
Archive. Not where I should be now.
Okay. Where should we be? Upstairs?
Good morning, Miss Katz.
Paula Fisher?
Miss Katz, is there anything I can do for you?
Are there any new documents?
Paula, any new files for me?
I left them on your desk, Miss Katz. Yesterday's transcript is also attached. If you could please read it to see if everything is correct.
Bathroom, not where I should be now. This game is very mysterious. Yes, we are trying to solve a crime. I like the palette. Yes, the palette, the art. We like the halftone effect. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Did I miss any calls?
Did anybody call me while I wasn't here?
Oh, and there was a call for you. Asked for you to call back. I wrote down the number, left it with the files. I'm afraid he didn't give a name. An older man, I'd say. Sounded very proper, even if he did ignore my questions.
Alright.
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Always happy to help. Miss Katz, is there anything I can do for you?
No, I made a mistake. So she has this picture of her cat, and I'm here for it.
That will be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
In her
Always happy to
board.
help.
Christoph Wolmuth, prosecutor. What do we need to do? Fritz Bauer. Not where I need to be right now.
I'd be hard-pressed to find a more disliked name in this city. I hope this job wasn't a mistake.
Where are we going? Kitchen. Not where I need to be right now, but let's go. Today's news. Okay. I don't want. Oh, I can.
Not the cleanest of places.
I can sit. That's very cool. I can just sit and look out the window, and that's very cool. I love this. I love this game. Bathroom. Hey.
No, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good. Jaycee wanted us to interact with the bathroom, so we did. So, shall we go say hello to the other prosecutor? Oh, plants.
So many plants. Someone here has quite the green thumb.
Not me.
The door is locked.
Okay.
The door is locked.
Okay, let's go to our office then, I think. Sounds... No, but I can interact with everything, and don't give me a game where I can interact with everything. I'm gonna, like, be here forever. Look at that. Look at what a cute view from my window. It's set in Germany. Yes, I think this is in Frankfurt. It said Frankfurt. Right, let's freaking sit at our desk. Why is the chair so far away from the desk? You missed a paperclip you could have interacted with. Yeah, right? I don't want to miss out on those. Hey. Find the pretzels. The first witness will come in later today. I added some documents to your case file, and there was a man calling for you. He left a number. Unfortunately, he hung up before I could get his name. Please ask if you need anything else, Paula. Gracias, Paula. New tutorial available, the notebook. Your notebook contains your current to-dos, overviews of characters, and more. Access it through the radial menu. Or tab. Ooh, the radial menu! Fancy! Wait. Wait, let me... The radial menu. Dialogue log. Notebook. Case file. Let's... I want to see the notebook. Oh my god. How do I... No, I stood up. Wait. How do I... The radial menu is giving me a headache. There you go. Urgent tasks. Check my inbox, meet with Mr. Bauer, interrogate the first suspect as soon as he is here. Check read new documents in case file. I haven't done that. Hans Naumann, the victim. Somebody's husband, father, by the looks of him, probably grandfather. Ludmila Naumann, victim's widow, convinced of her husband's innocence. This is the third time she's trying to learn what happened to him. Jan Naumann, the victim's son, mentioned by name as the culprit to be arrested. He was in hiding when the event occurred. Died of pneumonia following the end of the war. Paula Fisher. Oh my god, that's a whole glossary. This is very cool though, because it's giving you all of the historical terms as well. Like the Berlin Document Center, an archive and research facility established after World War II to centralize the collection of documents from the time of Nazism. This is very important. I'm not gonna read all of them right now, but no. But I will consult the notebook as needed. So let's check out the case file. Ooh, old case? Oh my god, this is a lot. This is a lot, and I love it for it, but it's also a lot, and I have to read all of it. Police report. On May 10, 1945, a dead body was reported to the police in a wooded area near Munich. The deceased was identified as Hans Neumann, age 77. The autopsy revealed that he was killed by a 7.65mm Browning caliber gunshot to the forehead at close range. No other injuries were found. The victim's widow filed a criminal complaint against unknown persons on August 8, 1945. She had observed two men pick up her husband on April 20, 1945. He had been considering missing ever since. The four suspects identified in connection with the victim's disappearance were interrogated. All suspects testified that the victim was guilty of treason and was therefore lawfully executed. The evaluation of whether a crime has been committed is the responsibility of the authorized prosecutor's office. Dear Mr. Baustian, the investigation into the death of Hans Neumann from Munich has revealed that he fell victim to a violent crime. For details, please see the attached file report. We were able to identify four possible suspects who were connected with the victim's disappearance. Faltemann Alfred, Kibitz Hermann, Schickert Karl, Schwartz Herbert. The police investigation is thus considered closed, and we hereby officially turn the case over to your prosecutor's office. If you encounter any questions during this examination for indictment, please do not hesitate to contact us at any time. Oh my god, this is a lot. Okay, so witness. Protocol of conversation with the witness, Herbert Schwartz. Please tell me what happened on the 28th of April, 1945. I remember that my esteemed colleague Alfred Feldman, group leader of the local group I tasked with catching the criminal, came to my office. He told me they got the traitor and gave his report from the arrest. I went, together with Mr. Feldman, out into the hallway. With crimes of this severity, I always give the same order, the order to execute. When I then told my driver to come with me to my office, the others went to the prisoner to carry out my order as requested. Your driver? What for? There was already unrest in the country because of the Americans who were just flooding in like flies. I wanted to set up alternative routes with my driver to avoid these Americans and still make it to my important appointments. Shortly thereafter, there was already a polite knock on the door, and group leader Feldman reported to me that the insurgent had been successfully executed. Oh my god. Wait. Oh, yeah, this is one of the suspects. Mr. Feldman and Schwartz. Can I have a marker? Like, I wish I had a marker. I need to start marking things in my files, because like I need to mark. Yeah, I would like a highlighter, please. Official order 13th of March. Germans, national comrades, in this most difficult time for our nation, more than ever, the responsibility for Germany's fate rests on all of our shoulders. All Germans are called upon to fight against the traitors in our own country. The resistance is to be disarmed. The uprisings have to be quelled. Anyone who propagates or approves of any measure that would weaken our resistance against the enemy is a traitor and must be shot. Any attempt at insubordination must be met with immediate removal from all public positions and expulsion from the party. The name of Germany will not be tarnished. I trust in your confidence, your absolute allegiance, and discipline. So this is pretty much the order that they follow to kill our victim. Ludmila Naumann. Against preliminary proceedings against Alfred August Feldman, Hermann Kibitz, Karl Schickertz, and Herbert Schwartz to 2 manslaughter. Dear Mrs. Naumann, in the above-mentioned proceedings, we made the following decision. The proceedings shall be discontinued pursuant to 170, Section 2 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. The victim, Hans Neumann, was a communist insurgent who carried out highly treasonable actions in a wartime situation. The execution ordered by the district leader was carried out accordingly to the law in force at the time of the crime. Okay. This is the case for the son. Jan Naumann, unemployed single, arrested on 28th of April, currently in the NSDAP's district office custody for his involvement in treasonous activity. The prisoner is to be immediately executed as traitor to the German nation. Prisoner Jan Naumann was recognized as the perpetrator of an organized operation deliberately aimed. Oh, I can click on them. I can bookmark. Show transcript. Weakening the people's resistance against the invading forces. Right. I mean, I bookmark. All of these are important. Background. Uniform and rank insignia of the political leaders of the NSDAP. Wow. Suspects. There's 4, no? Oh, Schwartz Herbert died. Okay. Feldman Alfred. Kibitz Hermann. And Schnickert Karl. And Schwartz died, but this is the one that testified before. Testimony. What happened? I was at home when 2 uniformed men showed up at our door. One was small and wore glasses. The other was a bit taller and bigger. This is important. We can label this. This is important. Let's go with 1. He had a badge with 2 golden stripes in his collar. This is also important. What did the men want? They pointed a gun at me and asked for my husband. A badge with 2 golden stripes on his collar. Let me just... A badge with 2 golden stripes on his collar. I don't see golden stripes here. I don't know. I don't know which one of these are supposed to be golden stripes. What did the men want? They pointed a gun at me and asked for my husband. Hans came to the door. The smaller man searched with the apartment. Then they insisted Hans had to come with them for the interrogations. The smaller man grabbed Hans and said to me, "Don't worry, Mrs. Once your son turns himself in, your husband is free to go." They pushed Hans out the door. I never saw him again. Did you try to find out what happened? Yes, my son Jan and I tried to find him, but those last days of the war were such chaos. Only after almost 2 weeks did we get notified that they found his dead body in a forest nearby. Alright, so that's the case file. Then what? No, I don't want this. Very bleak. Very bleak. But I do want to figure out what the 2 gold stripes in the collar is. This has 2 stripes, but they're not gold. But it's 2 stripes in the collar. And then this is a little different. It's not necessarily 2 stripes. Army, NSADP, and German police. Uniformed man. Suspects. This is the one that has the stripes in his collar. Maybe. AF. So Alfred Faltman. Where is the... Yeah, here. Let's mark Alfred Faltman with 3. As he is mentioned in the conversation with Herbert Schwartz, who is deceased. Alright, group leader. Alright. Then what? Then what? Frankfurter's team. Bowers, which the responsible and the... Oh my god, I have a call. Hello? Hello?
Miss Katz, Mr. Bauer wants to talk to you.
Oh, any idea why?
I am sure he just wants to hear the latest update from you. He also said he wants to make sure you are properly prepared.
Properly prepared?
I thought it was raining here because of the game, I know.
But it's best to ask him that yourself.
Thank you, Paula. I'll be joining him in a minute.
I know, it's rainy in the game. Alright, let me... Not the file. I wanted to see the paper. Responsible and detrimental to the stability of the state. These were the words used by members of the Hessian State Parliament last week to describe Fritz Bauer's work as Attorney General. Some local CDU MPs called for his immediate dismissal. In view of the fact that more lives are thrown into disarray with each of his ill-considered cases, the question arises, what will be the price of Bauer's fanatical crusade, and can Germany afford to pay it? I mean...
Who do I want to call?
The number Paula wrote down.
Hello?
Father? I didn't expect you'd call me
Hey,
here.
Papa.
Oh, Esther, my dear. So good to hear you. Did you settle in all right?
Just checking in.
Somehow, I doubt you just called to check up on me.
There's my smart girl. Do you remember our little talk? It must have been last month.
Remind me.
I don't recall.
Then you should pay better attention. It pays off in our line of work. It is
Our
about the
line
job
of
at
work.
Bergmann, Kranich and Partners. Family law.
Hmm.
Very respectable.
I already have a job.
I'm afraid I'm not looking for another job right now.
Unfortunately, I know. It's why I have to do it.
Oh my goodness,
let me be
fathers.
very frank with you. I'm
Parents
proud of
being
you.
parents.
I really am.
Hi, Becca.
A
Welcome me, and I
prosecutor
think
at
you're
your
gonna like
age,
this game.
With the view on women on our line of work being what it is, I'd have to be a fool not to. But your mother and I, we are worried. Do you have any idea what they say about Bauer?
I don't care about any rumors. He's a great prosecutor. I don't care about any rumors.
Dad, I don't care about his private life, and I don't listen to rumors.
If that was his only flaw, Esther. The man's fanatic. You must see that. Listen to your father. Leave. Nothing good will come from this.
Make my own
I
decisions.
make my own decisions now, Father.
No, Essie. I must apologize. I did not mean to get so passionate about this. I'm
Passionate.
just worried. You don't know how important one's reputation is. And if people start to associate you with that man, I just want what's best for you, Essie.
I know, Dad.
I'm proud of you. I know I already said that, but I really am.
Appreciate.
Like you can't imagine.
Was having dinner, sorry I'm late. You were right on time. What did you have for dinner? What is it about? This game... let me read you the description a little bit. This is the Darkest Files, and this game is a historical investigation and courtroom game based on true crimes during the Second World War. Investigate cold cases, search for clues, interrogate witnesses, immerse yourself in the crimes, and defend your case in court to bring the perpetrators to justice. So we're currently in Frankfurt after the Second World War, and we are working for the prosecutor General Fritz Bauer, and he is pretty much trying to bring the Nazis down. I mean, get them for their war crimes, but nobody's happy about that, especially the Nazis, you know. So shall we go meet with Fritz?
Hello, Miss Katz. Any news regarding the Naumann case?
Surprising ones.
And quite surprising ones. As it turns out, he wasn't even supposed to be arrested. The men were looking for his son, Jan Naumann. When they couldn't find Jan, they took Hans instead, the father.
I assume that's what Miss Naumann told you. But are you sure she is telling the truth?
According to the files, the man they were looking for had climbed up a flagpole, torn down a flag, and beaten up a block warden when he was caught in the act. Hans Naumann was 77 years old at the time. Of course, there are older men who are in good shape, but...
Pulling down a flag and beating someone up seems unlikely. I understand.
Yes.
I see, but why did the man take him, if they knew he was innocent?
Had to take someone.
Considering the times, they might have been afraid of coming back empty-handed. Or they could have hoped their actual suspect would turn himself in, hearing his father was taken.
Highly illegal, even back then. Not uncommon, though. But why did they shoot the old man?
I don't know yet. Because Jan didn't
His
come?
son didn't turn himself in as they demanded. They could have seen that as enough reason to kill their hostage.
Perhaps, but they hardly gave him enough time. Nonetheless, it is a case for us. For you, specifically. We need witnesses.
I'd start with the names mentioned in the files of the first investigation. I've already invited Hermann Kiebitz to join me later this afternoon.
Excellent. Let's get this case to court, Miss Katz. And be mindful of time. We do not have nearly enough of it here. Once you hear from all witnesses, we need to move to court quickly.
Yeah, okay. No rush,
Since
though.
you've never led a case before, I want you to be prepared. Mr. Peters has agreed to look over your shoulder and help you out. Present your findings, prove your claims. It will help you to familiarize yourself with the ins and outs of court. We cannot afford to fail at court, and preparation is the key to success.
Right?
I'll do what I can.
We went to have dinner in a new place near my home. We ate pizza and salad, and the best part was 2 for 1 in wine. Let's freaking go. It was okay, but it is new, so it was kind of slow. That's yeah, that happens. Sounds really yummy, though. I am kind of hungry.
I should meet with Peters.
I should meet with Peters.
Miss Katz, is there anything I can do for you?
Where's Mr. Peters'
Paula,
office?
Where can I find the office of Mr. Peters?
Oh, no problem. It's down the hall, last office on your right, opposite to the kitchen.
Yeah,
That will
gracias.
be all for now. Thank you, Paula.
Thank you,
Always
Paula.
happy to help.
Thank you, Paula.
What?
Hello? Bad time?
Bad time?
Not like there's any other. But yes.
Mr. Bauer told me we should work together.
Right. The court preparations. Paula has already given me the protocols of yesterday's interrogation. I haven't got around to reading it yet. But there is no point discussing it before you've met the witnesses anyway.
Peters,
Katz?
thank you for thinking I'm a total beginner.
Oh, you're welcome. Someone has to do it, since Mr. Bauer apparently overestimates your abilities. And while we're at it, don't forget to bring some evidence. I don't want us to improvise the whole
There's a
thing.
little bit of
That's
gender
obvious,
discrimination here
Good.
at play as well.
As soon as you think you're ready, come by and we'll get it over with. What does she want now? Yes, Paula.
Excuse me, Mr. Peters, but I have a message for Miss
Oh
Katz.
my god, you are the
listening, Paula.
worst.
The witness you asked me to contact, Hermann Kiebitz, just arrived.
How was
What
he?
was your impression of him?
Ordinary man. A bit, how do I say this best without seeming
Just
unprofessional?
let it rip, Paula.
If you two could stop chatting, some of us
Oh,
need to
stop.
get back to work.
Unpleasant. I think that's the right word. Unpleasant.
Thank you, Paula.
I'll be right with him.
You know who is unpleasant? This fella. I have to go to my office? What did I say? Interrogate as soon as he's here? Where? Where do I need to go? Was he in the kitchen? I told him it's that. Where do I need to? Paula!
The witness you asked me to contact, Hermann Kiebitz, just arrived.
Oh, may have to go get him. Do I have to go get him? Just arrive. Where is he? Oh my god, did I miss the instructions? Is he in the kitchen? Oh, conference room. There's a conference room.
Good morning. My name is Esther Katz.
A pleasure, miss. Could you tell me how long I have to wait for the prosecutor?
Mr. Kiebitz.
I
I'm
am the
prosecutor here.
prosecutor.
Oh, modern times.
Oh my
I
god.
guess. How long will this take?
As long as it needs.
It will take as long as it takes.
It's all right, miss. I'm just asking.
Let's get started, shall we? This is about the arrest of Hans Naumann in Munich on April 28, 1945. According to a witness, 2 men picked up Mr. Naumann from his apartment. Were you one of them?
You're pretty, you know.
Mr. Kiebitz.
The
were you one of those
audacity.
men?
No, I wasn't.
Disgusting.
We drove to the house. Then our group leader and Mr. Schickert got out of the car to arrest the man. Then the tossed the old man into the car and headed to the district office.
The district office. Where was it located?
We just had moved it into the basement of an old brewery. District Leader Schwartz came out and gave the command.
I need to just look. Enable HUD. HUD shows your current goal and the names of people present in memories. In this case, go to your office and inspect the files. To enable the HUD, press space. Absolutely. Interrogate Herman Kibitz.
What command? What did he say?
He ordered us to execute the man. Then he left. I felt uneasy. This wasn't right.
Oh, can I? Oh, can I see it again? I don't feel like I paid attention to what I needed to pay attention to. Find the next memory.
We followed Group Leader Falkman to the cell. There was tension.
Kibitz is a small one. No, he definitely was there because the wife identified him and he is the smallest one. He was there.
This must be the cell.
We all entered the cell.
Could you describe the cell?
Very basic. Mattress, window, chair.
Alfred Faltman. Okay.
What was Mr. Faltman doing?
Group Leader Falkman seemed to hesitate. He shared my concerns about killing the old sod. He told us to wait. Yet Schickert insisted. He referred to that new order about dealing with insurgents. He was such a stickler for the rules. He could be really annoying about these things.
What did he say?
He insisted that any delay would constitute
This is very
treason.
cool.
And treason must be reported, he said. The refusal to obey orders would be of interest for the Gestapo. Faced with this open threat of being denounced, we did not dare to act.
This way of exploring the memories and like gathering clues is very cool. 6 days. He was here for 6 days.
For how long were the prisoners held in these cells?
Mostly around a week. The tension was strong. Group Leader Faltman ordered us to wait once more. But Schickert drew his gun and shot him.
Schickert. Do we believe him though? How much do we believe him?
What weapons did the people present have? Standard issue equipment?
We could wish. Those were the last days. We had almost nothing left. Rifles, pistols, ammunition. We had to use whatever was somehow left, or what we managed to get out of the woods.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. Were the compartments prepared to host prisoners?
Kind of. We adjusted them so our prisoner could stay there for interrogations and not get out.
This is great. I really love this exploration. There's like 20 clues that we need to find still.
Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
Just in Bavaria, there were 28 local groups. We were in constant contact
Wow.
with them.
With the district office being a brewery, you helped yourself to the stocks?
Of course not. How could you assume something like that?
Right.
You may have had a drink or two, but never on duty.
Right.
What were your local group's responsibilities in the very last days of the war?
We were responsible for all concerns and for many households within Munich. Above all, we tried to eliminate insurgencies.
Okay.
So what you are saying is, Schickert shot the old man against Mr. Feldman's order?
Exactly.
That's horrible.
These are brutal events you're getting to hear here. Are you sure you're up for it?
Are you up for it?
Honestly, no one would think this is a job for a woman. What do you have to prove? I will file a formal complaint.
A complaint?
What would you like to complain about?
About talking to you instead of a real prosecutor.
I see. Well, if you think that's necessary, go ahead. Thank you for your time, Mr. Kibitz.
Goodbye, Miss Katz.
Mr. Kibitz, you watch out. I'll find a way to put you in jail as well. Misogynistic asshole. Oh my goodness. Paula,
If you have a moment, I have something for you.
please.
So, I've done some digging beforehand
Yes?
and found something potentially useful for you. The brewery's blueprint. I put it in your office on the corkboard. I thought it might help you to have more of a physical understanding of the crime scene.
What's the point? Where is the board?
Where exactly is this corkboard?
Oh, I hung it up right next to your desk so you can easily find it.
Paula, you are the freaking best. I need some
additional
documents.
files.
Something specific?
Local group equipment.
I need information on the equipment used by the local group. Weapons, mainly. As bureaucratic as the NSDAP was, they must have kept some sort of record.
Of course. I'll start looking. Anything else?
No, that's
I
it.
think that will be it for now.
I hope it can help you with the preparations for Mr. Peters.
I'm sure it will. Thank you, Paula.
Is this my board? Build your theory. In the blueprint, you reconstruct and compare the events of your witnesses' testimonies, building the theory you'll present at one point in court. Course of crime. The crime is divided into 5 steps. Each step is connected with a question that you answer by editing the blueprint. You can move the figures around to display their locations and assign them actions. Select a character and give him the action to answer the first question. Who ordered the execution? I think it was Faulkman, no? Mr. Schwartz. According to Kibitz's statement, Mr. Schwartz gave the order. No. I don't know if I'm ready for this yet. So according to Kibitz's testimony, it looked like this. For your training with Mr. Peters, answering only step 1 is enough. Of course, you can proceed to build the rest of the first statement. Play. gives order. Who went to the cell where Mr. Well, we'll see.
My theory is made. I have my files. I think I'm ready for the meeting.
Do I have my files? No, let me look at my files. I'm not sure. This is very in-depth, I know, and I like it a lot. I do feel like a detective, it feels very realistic. Transcripts. Okay, so on April 28, when they took him away, two uniformed men showed up. One was small and wore glasses, and the other was big, was taller and bigger. So I think this was the one that we just talked to. And the bigger had a badge with 2 golden stripes on his collar, which I believe is this one, Faltman. So I think these two, this is the one we just talked to. So I believe these two, 1 and 3, are the ones that took him from the house and the wife saw. Right? So 1 and 3. This is actually, this is gonna be 3. They pointed a gun and asked for my husband. The smaller man grabbed hands and said to me, "Don't worry, once your son turns himself in, your husband is free to go." Right, so that's that part. Then Herman Kibitz, the small one with the glasses, says, well, he's an asshole. He says, "Mr. Fulman and Mr. Schwartz stepped out into the hallway where me and Mr. Schickert were standing. The district leader gave the order for execution. Mr. Feldman ordered Mr. Schickert and me to follow him into the cell." Oh, wait, no, so who is the district leader? The district leader has the 2 thingies in the uniform. So this, no? I don't even know. Feldman is the district leader? I forgot. Mr. Feldman saw the victim and refused to go through with the order. He wanted us to wait, but Mr. Schickert insisted that the order of a higher ranking member must be followed. Oh, so it's Mr. Schwartz. He threatened Mr. Feldman to report him to the Gestapo. So Mr. Schwartz gave the order. So I'm wrong with my board. Schwartz wasn't even here. So okay, so number 1, who ordered the execution? Well, it was Schwartz. Okay, number 1. Number 2, who went to the cell where Mr. Naumann was held captive? Everybody but Schwartz. Yeah, something like that. 3, who resisted... Wait. Yes. Who Who resisted the order? Feldman. Who threatened with the Gestapo if the order was refused? Schickert. Who shot Mr. Naumann? Schickert. According to Kiebitz, though. This is all according to the witness, but like, reliable witness? He's a freaking misogynistic Nazi. Like, I don't know. But then I have to go to whom now? Meet with Mr. Peters. I freaking hate Mr. Peters so much. I don't know what I mean with Mr. Peters.
Honorable Miss Cuts, would you be ready then?
It's another
I think so.
misogynistic
How are we going to do
idiot.
that?
I will act as defense and court, and you will do your part.
My part?
What do you mean exactly?
You are Esther Katz, the famous prosecutor. No case too hard, no challenge too high. Remember?
Haha.
You present your prosecution, support your conclusions with evidence, and win the case.
I hate you so
And
much.
I'm trying to stop you from doing just that. Should be a piece of cake. For one of us, at least.
Start presenting your theory to the court by pressing play. Alright? Let's go.
His execution was ordered by Herbert Schwarz, the district leader for the city of Munich. As the highest-ranking person involved, he bears the main responsibility for Mr. Normann's death. Mr. Schwarz is unfortunately deceased, and as such cannot be
Convenient.
tried. This does not, however, absolve his subordinates of their culpability.
Objection. According to the witness statement, it was Mr. Schickert who gave the order. Can you support your claims with meaningful evidence?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. If you would take a look at this.
What? What? Oh my god, did I F it up? I don't know if I'm messing this up.
This document clearly states that it was Mr. Schwarz who gave the order.
Not bad cuts, but not great either. If that's all the prosecution can come up with, the case is as good as lost. Knowing the right answers is often not enough to win your case. You also need to form the right conclusions. Conclusions the court is willing to follow, because they are plausible, and because you can back them up with evidence. A valid conclusion is always based on several clues. The one clue we are very certain is true is that Schwarz gave the command. So your conclusion should be based on that. Open your case file and give it a go.
You can now connect clues to form conclusions. They are not necessarily mandatory in court, but can prove to be very useful. Who ordered the execution? A conclusion is a combination of three clues that support each other. Oh my god. Who ordered the execution? Find the first clue. The former prosecutor mentioned it in his discontinuation report. Add it as your first clue. Yeah, it's the one that I just selected, right? Now add two more clues. Proving that the district leader gave the execution order. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Well, the transcript. Mr. Feldman and Mr. Schwartz stepped out into the hallway where me and Mr. Schickert were standing. The district leader gave the order for execution. That it says the district leader gave the order for execution. And then I mean, Schwartz. Aquí está. Here it is. This is from Schwartz. He says, I remember that my esteemed colleague Alfred Faltman, tasked with catching the criminal, came to my office. He told me they got the traitor and gave his report. I went together with Mr. Faltman. Sorry for scratching my eye. I have something in it. Out in the hall with crimes of this severity, I always give the same order. The order to execute. That's it. This is the one. I think combined. Everybody backs it up. Job done. There are no discrepancies on who ordered the execution. District Leader Herbert Schwartz gave the command to shoot Mr. Nauman. Alright. Yes, let's go. GG.
We have several consistent statements
GG,
that Schwartz
yes.
gave the order to shoot. There are no discrepancies in the testimonies. It says so in the files, and Mr. Schwartz stated it himself in 1947. Therefore, I conclude the order to shoot Hans Naumann came from District Leader Herbert Schwartz.
Congratulations. Well done, Katz. If you argued just as coherently in court, this might go better than I
this
expected.
fella.
However, it was not particularly difficult, and it will probably
This
not
fella.
be that easy again. Still, well done.
Thank you, Peters.
Enough practice. Your case is waiting. Keep up the good work.
What now?
You should ask Paula to invite the next witness. There is still a lot we don't know.
Next stop, Paula. Peters?
Katz?
I hate you, Peters. Worst co-worker ever. Right, next witness,
Miss Katz,
Paula.
how can I help you?
Invite the witness.
I need you to invite a potential witness.
Of course. Who should I reach out to?
Yeah, let's do Schickert, because he supposedly
Please invite
shot
Mr.
it.
Schickert next.
Shot the.
We'll reach out immediately. Oh,
Right.
and there was a letter for you. I left it on your desk.
Thank you, Paula. You're the best. You are the freaking best. More women in the workplace, please. Show transcript. I cannot understand any of this. I want to read this out loud. We know where you live. This is a Nazi letter to a Jewish person. We know where you live. We know what you do. We are watching day and night. We see you. The German people have been through enough because of vermin like you. You should have burned with the rest of your kind, and instead of disappearing, hiding in the gutters where you belong, you once again attacked us. So heroes, you will burn. We'll finish what we started, beginning with the traitor trash like you. This is to us. A letter to us. Oh my goodness. You know what? F you.
This is Esther Katz.
Now I'm getting
Hello?
threats?
Whatever Kiebitz told you, don't believe it. It's all a lie.
I only believed half of it, though, to be fair.
Back then, everyone was an ardent Nazi. Now they all claim to have resisted, doubted, hesitated, to have said no. Trouble is, somebody must have said yes. But who tells the truth?
That's fantastic! What a great game! Oh my god, I loved it. It's very cool. It's like, it's historical. But then there's also like this tension, like it's an office drama where you're like the only woman, like, and Paula, but you're like this prosecutor, you're really, really good, but nobody believes you anything because you're a woman, and you're working for this only person who dares fight the Nazis. No, that's really, really cool. And then the art is beautiful. The investigation is very, I don't know, it's very cool. I really liked it. I was very engaged with the story. I was very engaged with the clues. I can't wait to see what else is happening here. How many cases will there be? I don't know. I'm gonna click on the Kickstarter right now and see if they say anything. But listen. Support their Kickstarter campaign. Oh my god, Kickstarter. Not copy. Freaking paste. This is very, very cool. I want to know, like, will there be more cases or just this one? Oh, this is very cool though. This is very, very cool. This will be available for PC and Mac. And just if you're interested and you want to support them on Kickstarter, that's very cool. If you can't, another very cool way to support these games for free is to just go and wishlist them on Steam. If you have a Steam account, that's all you need to do. It's free. Just wishlist the game. I am doing it right now because this was very, very fun. And I don't know, I really liked it. Constructive feedback, I don't know if I have any. It's very cool. It's very cool and I like it. It's historical, and so you are playing but you're also learning about how it was like back then, and like the war crimes. Is very, very dark, but it's in the name. It's called the Dark Files, the Darkest Files. So yes, it's a dark topic, and it's never going to be pleasant to find out what these Nazis got away with. So I don't know, I really liked it. I like the art. Yes, I also like the art. The art is beautiful with like the halftone elements, and it feels like you are reading an old comic book, something like that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. I really loved it. I want to see more. You want to check out their Kickstarter, grab that code, grab that QR code, and just, yeah, very, very cool. And I just, once again, like the description that they gave for the studio is very, very cool. So they say, at Paintbucket Games, we are decidedly humanitarian, and the values we represent are reflected in the games we make. Our games serve as statements against racism, anti-Semitism, and every other form of hate and discrimination. With well-researched historical and political themes, our games allow our players to respectfully engage with the past. And you can absolutely feel that in this game. Loved it. Loved it. I hardly have any constructive feedback. I mean, what else can I say? That was very, very cool.